I had something interesting happen to me last night that made me face a new point that I have not seen. It was it's kind of weird type experience to make me see it. What happened was I was cooking, and after I cook, I went to play some PC games, and then I started to feel kind of sleepy. I had like a headache, not a strong headache, just like a stuffiness in my head, and, then after that I went to go to the kitchen to get some food. So I got a fork and just got some food from the bowl where I cook, and then I noticed, I looked to the left side, and one of the stove switches, it was on, and we have gas, so it was on, and I turned it off. But the thing is, I did not smell any gas. I don't know if it has been on the whole day, the whole afternoon since my parents left, or I accidentally turned it on, but it was on. and I started to wonder, why is it on? Like, and I started having all these thoughts, like getting blown up if the gas had too much, if it had too much inside. But I didn't really had the emotions of fear. I was feeling like sleepy, like not really sleepy, just kind of weird. And I started to wonder, why is that on? And I didn't know. So when my parents came, I asked them, did you know that thing was on? The gas was on? And it's like, didn't turn it on. I don't know how it got switched like that. So after that, I started to look at some of the points from this event, and the point that I saw was dangerous. This is dangerous. And I look back earlier yesterday, if there was a point that I missed, and in YouTube I posted a comment to this guy about riding this jeepney. There's this, it's like a jeep at Philippines that is turned into like a minibus, but it's a jeep. And what I posted was, you should try riding on top of that jeep, because that's what I did when I was young. So I told him how it was scary, but yet it was fun riding on top of it. And then he asked, like, were you able to manage to ride on top of a jeep? And then I said how well, it was like a party. They were picking up people to go to a party, and the jeep was full, so I ended up having to go up. So I didn't really choose it. and then I thought that he wanted to try it. So I said to him, "Don't try it. It's dangerous. I don't recommend it." And then so I realized dangerous, and I started to look at this word. Dangerous, and I realized that by using the word dangerous, I'm actually supporting my fear of death, fear of loss. And not only that, I'm actually allowing an event to direct me instead of actually me directing myself. So when you like like, have you ever had a face something dangerous? You're actually giving that situation power. So instead of self-responsibility, which is me directing myself, using the word dangerous is like no self-responsibility, because then you're allowing an environment, things around you to direct you. Not only that, you give power to your fears, to your emotions. So dangerous is like you giving yourself up to your limitation. So if I say that's if I s- so I was supporting that guy and mine and my fear by telling him that it was dangerous. I do not recommend it. I am supporting his fear and mine also. So that's what I realized, that was not me directing myself. I was actually giving power to my fears. So that's what I found from this point, how words that we use can support one's fear and limitation. Like the word fear, dangerous, difficult, hard. Like when we use these words, we are actually giving power to it. So instead of like directing self, I am self-directive. That means we don't allow those things to direct us. We don't allow fear to direct us. We don't allow danger to direct us, because we can direct ourselves. And we don't allow limitation to trap us. So that's what I realized. I was actually giving power to my fear, and I'm allowing a situation to direct me. And it's from the word dangerous. So I have to stop using that, purify it, and just substitute it with me being self-directive, directing self. Then I am one and equal, because using the word dangerous means I am less than the situation. I am less than the event, the outcome. So